Hey guys, a happy Wednesday. It's Joe, and it's time for a pocket with Joe. Now, we're not doing this live today. I know the recording is going out live, but the show's pre-recorded. I'm sorry. I've got a couple of meetings I have to attend to today. So that is why I'm not reading your comments. It's not that I'm not caring about your comments today, you guys. I absolutely care. But the show is pre-recorded. So let's look at today's 3 games on the board. I'm really going to miss talking to you guys when I talk about these games. So again, my apologies. I will be back live tomorrow at the same time at 3:30 Eastern. So looking at the matchups today on the board, we have the Calgary Flames taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Now this one kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. And right now at recording, we've got the Calgary Flames coming in at plus 110, minus 130 here for the Winnipeg Jets. The total is sitting solid at 6. Now this is a critical game for both these teams looking for that wild card spot. Now, Calgary off a terrible loss last night to the Chicago Blackhawks in a game that they needed to win. This Calgary team just isn't getting things together, and they're not getting these wins that they need to. But they are stepping up versus teams like the Winnipeg Jets in situations where no one expects them to be able to get this win. Now, looking at the goalie matchup, it should be Jacob Markstrom versus Connor Hellebuck. You guys know I hate betting against Connor Hellebuck at home. He is a phenomenal goalie at home. And Jacob Markstrom has been letting in some goals, but he's also been able to phenomenally stand on his head in some of these games. Looking at this one here, I do have to ride with the desperate team in the Calgary Flames at the plus money. Now, there's plus 112s out there, but the majority of the books do have them at plus 110. So grab as much value as you can in this one. And because I'm looking at the Calgary Flames, while I do think this is a playoff style game, I struggle to hit that total under the total of 6. I'm going to stay off the total because of it. I could see those goals coming early in that first period, giving us an over 1.5 in the first period, but not pushing us over for the full game. So that total is just dependent on if the Flames win it. I think you got to go with the over. If you're looking at the Winnipeg Jets to control this game, I do think you have to lay the minus 130 with the Winnipeg Jets and the under. So I think both of those go together depending on who you like. This is a game though, and why I want to stay off this total as well is because I could see it going to overtime. I could see this being one where the Flames are down, they fight back, we get a 3-3 game, pushing into overtime, pushing that total to the over, hitting 7. So I'm not confident in the total, but I will hit that one to overtime. I could even see it being a 2-2 game going to OT. Both of these teams not going to give up tonight. So the dogs are shaking. What does that mean if the dogs are shaking? Maybe the Flames have a little bit in them. So give me the Calgary Flames in this one with the plus money. Yes, it's a little bit of a homer pick. My heart does want this win. But we do look at Calgary on that back-to-back. Phenomenally strong on the back-to-back, winning 5 of their last 5 of their last 6 with 0 days rest. And the underdog has gone 5-2 in the last 7 meetings between these two. Give me the opportunity for overtime as well. That's coming in at plus 350. Looking at the next game on deck, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the New York Rangers. Now, both these teams sitting 3rd in their division, with the Tampa Bay Lightning sitting 3rd in the Atlantic and the New York Rangers sitting 3rd in the Metro. Now, right now, it looks like we're going to get the top goalies for both of these teams, but both of these teams are on their first leg of a back-to-back. I do think we get the hardest performance out of both of these teams tonight in this matchup. Total sitting solid at 6. But if we have goalie changes, I can't ride this total to the under, because right now it looks like we'll have Andrei Vasilevsky taking on Igor Shesterkin for the New York Rangers. And if that's the case, give me the under 6 in this one. But if we don't see those goalies come out, I do think this one goes to that over, as both of these teams really have strong offensive firepower. The Tampa Bay Lightning coming in averaging 3.43 goals per game and 31.9 shots on goal. When we look at the New York Rangers, they're averaging 3.34 and 31.7. While these both goaltenders are strong, if we get the backup goaltenders, I am not as confident in this one staying under that total of 6. But the last time these two teams met up, the Tampa Bay Lightning did get a 2-1 win, low total. I do think the Rangers at home in the Garden is the play here at minus 120. I'm willing to take a bite on them as well. The last game on the board, is the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Now, this is a really interesting one. Oilers coming in as a massive favorite at minus 340. The Anaheim Ducks at plus 280. Total sitting solid at 7. You guys know that these games that are put at 7 are not flying over the total. Edmonton coming in off a big win over the LA Kings last night. I do expect a lot out of the Ducks, though. In this game tonight, I'm looking at them to score in the first period, and because I like them to score, it's minus 126 for the Anaheim Ducks to score in the first period. You guys know I have to hit that, both teams to score, because we know Edmonton's going to score as well. Both teams to score, instead of just taking that over 1.5, both teams to score is at plus 142. The over 1.5 is juiced, and I don't like it. I do think the Ducks, after being shut out by the Edmonton Oilers on April 1st, 6-0, have an opportunity to score fast. Jack Campbell expected in goal for the Edmonton Oilers. So I got to ride both teams to score in the first period. The over 1.5, I think, is a nice element for a parlay piece. I'm not going to touch the full game over, but with Edmonton on the back-to-back with Jack Campbell in goal, I am expecting the goals to come in on both sides, which probably pushes us to the over 7 in this one. But you guys, that was it for Pikkit with Joe. I want to thank you so much for joining me here. I wish you all the best in all of your bets. If you're looking for a long shot parlay, I would look at, I've only got 2 here. I'd only take the Rangers at home and, well, you know I got to take Calgary. Okay, give me Calgary, give me the Rangers, and then give me that first period over 1.5 for the Anaheim Ducks. You guys all the best in all of your bets. I will be back here tomorrow. I'll see you at 3:30 Eastern. We will be live for that show. Have a good one. Keep smiling. Let's make some